A battery backpack blower. Everything about it is just quality. Roughly $100 to have this blower up and running. So we're gonna put them on this scale and we're gonna see what they total. Woo! We also grabbed a gas BR430 so that you could see the side-by-side comparison. The good news is this is as powerful as your gas backpack blower. Now for the bad news. Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in. My name's Stu, I'm with Main Street Mower. If you've never been to our channel, we're an outdoor power dealer in Central Florida, and we like to review products and show you what's new and do some fun stuff. So today we have a new product from STIHL, and it is a product that we have wanted, our customers have wanted for a long time. A product that has been desired by the market for over a decade. A lot of companies are out there trying to bring this product to market, and there are a couple cases of it done really poorly. But what we have here in the studio with us today is an actual product on our shelves to purchase. It is, without further ado, a battery backpack blower from STIHL. This is the BGA 300. They did it, guys, and they did it really, really well. I'm just gonna walk you through it a little bit. So when you buy this product, this is what you are buying. And in order to operate it, you also need this. There's a couple battery options. This is the bigger one. But if you look in here, this battery latches in so securely. There's nothing shaky when it's in. It's very easy to do. I'm gonna show you, there's this latch here, and there's this metal hinge below that you set the battery into. You open the latch, it grabs the loop and locks it in. And that latch on this side looks like this. Everything about it is just quality. You have these nice little rubber grommets, a lot of metal, spring loaded. It all looks heavy duty, like it's gonna hold up for a long time. Your model and serial number are right inside of here. Also, some features that are used on the backpack blowers have been brought over to this battery backpack blower. One is the telescoping blower tubes. This has been a big success on the gas blower world. And as soon as this ages a little bit, this slides in and out just super effortlessly. Then also the latch that latches your tube up. This has saved so many tubes from getting run over by lawnmowers. Unbelievable.
Party's over.
And it's just a simple little hook here on the tube that latches it there. And then this feature as well. This allows you to really easily change the positioning of this handle. Nobody from any other brand has something that works that well and holds up that durably. And then your control handle basically has 3 power settings that you get to each setting by bumping your thumb and squeezing the trigger. So I want to put this battery on here. I set it in the bottom of this battery tray and it's sitting here now. I'm lifting up on that latch that we saw and locking it in. Can't say enough how impressed I am with just the all-around build quality of this whole machine. Now for the bad news.
I do not want to give up this. I'm
sure you have 2 very important questions. How powerful is it? The good news is this is as powerful as your gas backpack blower. If you have a BR430, this has the same newtons of force. It actually has more CFM than a gas-powered 22, 23-pound backpack blower and a lot of other brands of backpack blower. It would not be as strong as like a BR600 and up. So it is below a BR600, but above everything else. And the other question would be, how much is it? And that's a good question. The blower unit without the battery for this machine is $699. Let's call it $700. This is the biggest, baddest battery you can buy. This battery is $1299. Let's call it $1,300. So to get this blower in working form, $2,000. Now, you also still need a charger, and you still need a cord system to connect this battery to your charger. All in, you're probably another $300. So if you have no other battery equipment in your product lineup, and you're starting from scratch, you need roughly $2,300 to have this blower up and running on your crew. So you know the price now. It's expensive. And honestly, you can't have everything. You wanted to wear a backpack blower on your back, and STIHL said, we can do that. You wanted to have a long enough runtime, and STIHL said, we can do that. But there's a price to pay, and that price is expensive and it's heavy. Now, another question that you may not be asking is, how heavy is it? It looks smaller than a gas backpack. You know, a gas backpack's gonna stick out about this far, but this battery's heavy. The weight rating of just the blower is 16 pounds. And I would say the battery is at least that heavy as well. I could find the weight rating of the blower. I couldn't find the weight rating of the battery. So we're gonna put them on this scale and we're gonna see what they total. I was tempted to weigh this off camera because normally we don't do anything not on camera. So we're surprised by what we find out, but I didn't. So I have no clue what we're getting. I'm gonna need to like tear the scale with like a book on it. Woo! That's a good 10 pounds heavier than some of the heavier big body backpack blowers on the market. You'll feel 10 pounds. It is heavy, but it's quieter and you got no emissions and it's running off of this battery. So is it worth the trade-offs? Lastly, something we didn't go over yet is runtime. The catalog shows a range of runtime between 140 minutes and 61 minutes, and that's going to depend on what power setting you have it in. If you're running it in boost mode all the time, getting that air power of a BR430, it's only going to run for 61 minutes. At lower power settings, you're going to get 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's a long time. We've done a lot of STIHL testing of runtimes in their catalog, and we've gotten to where we believe the data. It's really good. And I don't think we need to replicate that because a blower is under a constant load, whereas when we tested like an edger or a string trimmer with a battery and we compared it to the STIHL catalog, we were putting them under different loads than they may be using in their testing facility, but this is pushing air and it is under constant load, so I'm pretty confident in those numbers. So 140 minutes, that's probably enough to make it an entire day on your landscape crew. Can you handle the weight? Can you handle the price? I don't know. You let me know. We're gonna go outside and we're gonna run this thing and just show you how strong it is because it's really impressive. All right, this is not the prettiest side of our business. It's behind the scenes. We have a feed store. We sell a lot of hay. We store it in these semis. We clean up this parking lot nightly with blowers, and we're gonna put our new battery blower into play here. All right, let's do it. Okay, so we decided that because this has the same power as a BR430, we also grabbed a gas BR430, and we're gonna blow off this area with both so that you can see the side-by-side comparison. So I'm gonna work on like this half, and then we're gonna open a 430 and work on that half. We're gonna blow on the puddle a little bit with both blowers so you can see if they're the same power. So on my handle here are 3 green lights, and when I press up on this knob each time, it moves you up a power level. So I'm gonna be running this at the highest, so the 3 lights all fully lit. As you can see, this wet hay is baked onto the ground. It is a pretty challenging material to blow, but the blower did really well. It was really strong. All right guys, that's the BGA 300. I would say they have very similar output. They feel just alike. The sound is a lot less on this blower, and sometimes your body relates sound and power. So if you were not running them side by side at the same time, you would probably think this is less powerful because that other louder blower sounds like it's doing more work with its noise. The power is there and the runtime is there. The weight's a little high and the price is a little high. One thing to account for price-wise is your typical backpack blower runs almost 1 gallon of fuel with mix oil in it per hour. We say you're running as many as 620 hours a year. Do the math, that's $2,000. That pays for your battery in less than 1 year. A couple things, who is the right customer for this blower? A lot of times battery products are for people who can't start a gas unit. Weight-wise, is this going to be the right tool for somebody who struggles to crank a unit? Probably not. This unit's probably too heavy for that person. But for somebody, a landscaper who's trying to go green, this thing has the power to do the job and the longevity to run all day long. This would be a great unit for somebody that's working indoors or for somebody that really needs low noise. This is a much quieter unit. It would allow you to operate it early in the morning. That's it. That was our review of the BGA 300. If you like our content, awesome. It doesn't cost you any money, but what really helps us is if you like and subscribe. We have a playlist that is all on commercial battery equipment and whether or not it's the right time to make the switch. And you can check that out on a playlist right here. Thanks for sticking with us till the end. We'll see you next week.